What's up, bookworms? This is Dani Reads, and today I'm back for Tag Tuesday. So today I'm going to be doing the book buying tag, and if you haven't noticed, I got a new camera. So here we go. Number 1, where do you buy your books? Most of the time I do buy them at either Barnes & Noble, Half Price Books, or Second & Charles. Those are like my top 3. If I am buying books, once in a while I'll grab one from either Target or Walmart, just depending on if it's something that I've really been looking for and just it happens to be there, or if I have a gift card or something. Number 2, do you pre-order books? And if so, do you do it in stores or online? The only books I've ever pre-ordered were the illustrated Harry Potter books, and I do that online through Amazon. Number 3, how many books on average do you buy a month? This is kind of hard for me to put into numbers because I'll go like months without buying books and then I'll like splurge and buy a lot. Like for example, this past month I bought 19, but in the past like 2 months I've maybe bought like 1 or 2. So it just really depends on my mood and my budget. Number 4, do you use your local library? I do. I do if it's a book like for a sequel that I don't own that I really want to read, or audiobooks. That's where I get all of my audiobooks, is from my local library. Number 5, if so, how many books do you borrow? I literally borrow what's necessary. So if I just need that one book for that sequel, or there's a book that I've heard a lot about but I'm really not sure if I want to buy it, I'll go to the library and see if they have it there and I'll read that. And then audiobooks, I'll usually check out like 1 to 2 at a time, just because I want to like get through those first and not feel overwhelmed knowing that I have like 4 or 5 checked out that I need to listen to. Number 6, what is your opinion on library books? I think library books are great. I think it's just a really great way to, if you're not sure about a book, to go there first and to check it out, see if you even like it before purchasing it. Or for people who really, it's not in their budget to buy books, go to the library. I mean, you obviously have this huge selection, and depending on where your library is located, they might even be able to pull options from other libraries and bring them to you as well. So it's always a good option for that. Number 7, how do you feel about charity shops / secondhand bookstores? I think they're great. I shop at them all the time. Most of my books are secondhand. I do have, it's probably about 50-50 where I have new books / used books. I think it's a great way to get a book that you really want to read at a discounted price, just because it was just loved lightly. Because most books that you find at a secondhand shop usually aren't beat up too bad, because people usually take care of their books. So might as well just go there first and get a discount. Do you keep your TBR and read piles together or separate? I keep them together. I have all of my books. They are actually alphabetized, so by author's last name. So that is how my whole shelves, so it's read, TBR, currently reading, it's all together. Number 9, do you plan to read all the books you own? This is gonna sound really bad, but no. There are a handful of books that I do own that I will never read. Like for example, we have Stephen King, It. No intention of reading it, only because it is over 1,000 pages and it's just not a subject that I am super keen on reading. But it's things like that. There are just a handful of books that are on my shelf that I just have no interest in reading, or it's kind of a book that you can flip through and then you kind of just set it aside and you never really look at it again. But most of what's on my shelf I do want to read at some point. What will you do with the books that you are never going to read or didn't like? They're just hanging out. Honestly, if there is like a book or a book series that I really didn't like and I find out that like one of my friends or something wants to read it, I will more than gladly give it to them. I don't really have a lot of friends that like to read very much, so they just kind of sit here. I mean, and they look good on my shelf, so why not keep them? Number 11, have you ever donated books? I have donated books in the past, and I probably will again at some point, but right now I'm a little too attached to the books I own. Number 12, have you ever been on a book buying ban? I'm actually on a book buying ban right now. I know it doesn't seem like it because I'm about to post a September book haul, but for the rest of the year I will not be buying any books. It's just not an expense that needs to happen, and I have so many unread books on my shelves right now that even thinking about buying new books is very, very overwhelming. Number 13, do you feel like you buy too many books? Honestly, my past self, yes. Oh my gosh, the amount of excessive books I would purchase was insane. I would just buy them because I heard one person talk about it one time on BookTube, or, you know, I thought the cover was pretty or something, and I would be coming home with like piles and piles of books every month, and it just was so excessive, and hence why my TBR is so huge now. But now I feel like I'm a lot better at refraining from purchasing a lot of books, and I literally just buy what I want or what I feel I'm really, really going to enjoy. And even then, sometimes I just get it from the library because it's cheaper. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching my Tag Tuesday. Hopefully the video quality is a lot better now because I'm really happy with it so far from what I see on the screen. And I don't know, I forgot how to end my videos. If you like this video, please give a big thumbs up. If you haven't done this tag and you want to do this tag, I tag you to do it. And then leave your links down below because I'd really like to see your videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. And then hit that little bell if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Keep reading, keep smiling. Bye guys.